Start that up. Start this up. And that's all working okay. Alright. We have the continued searching of the castle. Because now we need to find what's his yet's twice. And I should probably start the timer. Zoot. Let's go to the ship. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything in the ship. I have been booped. Doot. Yeah. One last look at where it all started. Now, I suppose now that I can see walls, I guess the fairy is a little less useful than she used to be. Just not getting rid of her. But yeah, we are looking for what's his yuts twice. I think. I'm 90% sure that's what the last two subquests are. A safe ring. Fine, still singing partner. Yeah. Dude. Oop. There's things all over the place here. Yep. I sound sleepy? No, it's just, the controller issues I mentioned earlier. Where, for Hat in Time, I want to actually have the inputs be correct for the new controller. So that I'm not like, or the thing's not like press A to jump, and I'm pressing B because you get the point. I would like things to be correct for the next series, or the next stream game. But, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the input display. It seems to be working fine with Steam itself. It's just the input display that seems to be fucky, as far as I can tell, and just randomly throwing inputs around. But otherwise, is fine. I also realized I have to go to the docks on day after tomorrow, Thursday, so I need to be ready to do that. Yeah, like, this is what I mean, is for Hat in Time, if I still use this controller as it is, I'm pressing B on the controller, and you can see it on the input display, because I've manually changed it for the input display to be accurate to what I'm actually pressing on the controller. But, but yeah, like when I'm getting tutorials in Hat in Time, I don't want to be trying to mentally change things. But yeah, so far it's kind of only working for Steam, not actually working for the input display, which I would like to work. I do like the input display. It's fun, and if I'm doing something crazy, it also means people can like point out, yeah, this is what you're doing wrong. You're in a boat, got me confused. Ah. Ha! Got it. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the last once over because we gotta find what's his yets for the side quest. And then... yeah. So I was doing the boat first. I think I went to the bottom section of the boat. Almost 90% sure. But it is going to be using this new cool detective eye we have to basically just hug every wall. Alright, so that's that. Boat done. And honestly, if I wanted the stream to be over soon, I could probably just ask you to look it up, or anyone to. But I have been trying to stick as close as possible to do things on my own blind. Now, last time, though, I did go most of the underground area. Like, I got all the way to the fire area, if I recall correctly, and then found what I was looking for then, so there was no reason to keep going. Dang it. Yeah, fuck it. Yep. So we're basically looking for secret rooms, if I know my shit correctly, which I probably don't, let's face it. Ow.
Take this.
If somebody looks stuff up, might be slow, but I'll do my best when called upon. Let's see, I'm looking for... quests. Stranded man Benjamin, I guess. If we just wanted to the hellhole, bring him an item to get home, which I did, but he didn't get home, so I'm assuming that I have to find him again. If I kind of, like, briefly remember when this game first came out and watching people play. Which, you know, is about as reliable a resource as hearsay. But then once that's done, going straight to new area and boss, I think. I don't think any of the save areas ever have side rooms. Nope. Yep. This is the waterway, and I think I already came down to the waterway, didn't I? No, I didn't come to this part of the waterway, I don't think. Maybe? A voice changer? I'm assuming that's a head thing, right? An accessory? Voice changer. There it is. Distorts the wearer's voice. Oh my god, that's stupid. It's great, but it's so stupid. Ugh. I found myself teetering on praise for all of the stuff in this game and, like, saying there's too much random, useless stuff in this game. The voice changer would be high on that list of why does this exist? Okay, we came up the left area. So let's just go down here. Right. Oop, shit. Ammo capacity, not what I was looking for. I'm gonna say, I'm not really looking for, like, treasure or anything like that, or killing enemies, so maybe this one. So I'm on the right track. Just looking for shit. Let's go left. Platinum, nothing. Sapphire 500. Trying to get these about 3 times, third time needs the dimension shift. Okay, so... Okay. That's helpful. To know. And I have dimension shift now. So it's not an issue there. I definitely came down this area when I had the eye. So third time needs dimension shift, does that mean it's... Does that mean it's in the last area of the game? There's every chance it is. That's basically that area. Did that loop pretty quickly too. Save. So I did find a bunch of junk. 99% castle completion too. Okay, so we just went down the waterway. Let's go this way then. That's the boss fight I don't want to do. Whoop. Let's not do that. Let's say we did. Did I read this? Okay, it doesn't matter. Toot. Toot. Alright. Yeah. I am super tempted just to ask where this idiot is. Yeah. You can give the area? Sure. I would rather put the effort towards finishing this game today than hunting down every aspect of the castle and finding secrets. As much as I have enjoyed the game, it's hit the grindy point, and I think that's where it draws the line for me, essentially. I want to get on to new things. Forbidden underground water. Wait, I basically explored that entire area. And that's where second find is for him? For his second time? Alright. Back to the waterway, I guess. I didn't explore it all. And after I... No, I've already gotten all the haircuts. Hey. Okay. Wait, I think I know where that is. Yeah, I remember that was like some of my first trips here. I just haven't been there forever. Why have I not gone back there at all? How do I even get back there? It's been so long. Because I remember the chair. first entrance when I got really deep into this area. I guess where was this part of it? It was long before I could... Was it all the way that way? No, that's a different area, isn't it? Like the other part is so much of this... Despite the diversity of locations, so much of it's feeling the same, which... is a thing. I think it's just because each area is so big, possibly. Because, like, I just finished Shantae and the Seven Sirens, and while I was missing, like, 10% of upgrades, nothing... I guess the game's smaller, for sure. Intended to be able to be beaten quicker and what have you. Oh, yay! Cool, the fire alarm. There's the waterfall. An ammo capacity. There's the idiot.
Benjamin, what are you doing here?
Oh, sorry. Right before I went whoosh, I remember this huge waterfall I saw in me travels, and
You want me to kick you?
I'll kick him.
I said I'm sorry. Can't we just try this again? Oh, thank you for bringing this.
Now remember, picture your house. Your house.
Oh, well, I'm not daft, you know. Oh, before I go, let me give you this for helping me.
Should I assume that worked or not?
Probably not. 5 grand, yay, such a useful reward. Alright, so the last one needs dimension shift in some regard. Does that mean he's in the ice area? Nope, there's... Where else have I used Dimension Shift? I only just got Dimension Shift. I used it in, the eastern area, and I think that's about it. So I saw one instance where I could use it. I don't want to go back there. I don't like that area. MP max. Alright, we'll make our way there. Good old hemp. Alright. Nope. This is not where I want to be. Of all the places, not here. To the sorcery lab? Wait, what? The sorcery lab? Are you serious? You're making a joke here. Oop. Oriental sorcery lab? There's 2 sorcery labs. Alright. Oriental sorcery lab. And I guess since we're gonna need it, we'll swap reflector ray for dimension shift. Which I probably should have done basic on this loadout anyway.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
That's the carpenter. We don't want to fight him. You know what? Thinking on dimension shift.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift. Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
So just looking for a green. This was a boss fight room. There's not going to be anything in here. Alright. Well, it's back half, which means I get the assumption I know where things are going to be, and I'm going to hate it. I say this alarm's probably going to be going for a while based on the sounds of things.
Dimension shift.
Okay.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Well, at least traveling around here is nicer than it used to be.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Okay, so that was that way. Oh, oh. We can do this.
Dimension shift.
Just get where we want to go.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Nope.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Ah, walls are for suckers. Okay, that's a red door, so that's gonna be a different area.
Take this.
Dude.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Oh yeah, I guess this
Dimension shift.
existed. Hold on, is there some... Oh, he's just right here.
Benjamin, seriously.
It wasn't my fault, Miriam, I swear.
I hope you're ready to live here forever.
Oh, come on. Please, you can't tell me your mind has never wandered. For just one split second, I remember this mystic man called Nippon that I heard about, and...
It's literally Japan.
Farewell, Benjamin.
Wait. Don't leave me here.
If I find you in even one more strange place, foot, skull,
Oh, all right. But could you please help me? Please? Yes? Say yes. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get it right this time.
You better.
you had better get it right this time.
Always knew you cared.
Get out of here!
I'm getting. Kisses. Love you, don't change. Mean it. Hope I don't see you again.
Unbelievable. I had better make sure he made it back to the village. Bloodstained!
Right, okay. Inventory. Let's use one of those myself, and... I was really waiting for that fatal error. Alright. There he is.
Oh, Miriam, look who made it home, huh? Well done, eh?
I will kill you.
Thank heavens for miracles.
I know. Sorry for, before, but here, take this.
I better be better than gold. Adversity ring.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, just a little family heirloom. I think it'll serve you better than me.
Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate it.
Adversity ring. Causes status affliction to increase your power. Yeah, no, let's not and say we did. Alright. So never did make the best sword I wanted, but I got a Durandal. I think I can handle whatever's left. Let's see, we gotta go to... Oh man, going forward is so far away. Alright. Let's finish this up. I'm tired. Is the music supposed to be off here? It's like deadly quiet in here. Pretty sure it's supposed to be music. Nope, there it is. It's just...
Dimension shift!
Oh god.
Dimension shift!
Alright.
Dimension shift!
There.
Dimension shift!
Ammo capacity? Probably not necessary at this point, considering I think I have unlimited ammo. Due to other things. A save point and a boss fight. Some boss fighting garb. Oh my! That's an aura. Crystal legs. Why could you betray me like this? Up to her neck, too. Oh, and one eye.
So even Gremory has failed me. Alfred was afraid of what you could do with the shards, but not I. Look at you. Is that what you wanted? The crystal? You betrayed us, Dominique. Oh, don't think me ungrateful. I have you and Johannes to thank for teaching me the alchemist's lore and how to control the shards. Shards, I might add, which you gave to me of your own will. Your sacrifice has become my strength.
Oh my.
Why are you doing this? Because once again, the demons appeared, and once again God stayed silent, while his servants were slaughtered mercilessly one by one. So I began to wonder, what if there is no God? What if the Lord we grovel and pray before is a lie, and our faith draws power from some other nameless, unspeakable thing?
Science, you say?
If so, I wash my hands of it. Because God can rot. I decided to seek a higher power. The power to slay gods. Do you realize how many people have died as a result? They deserve to die because they were weak. And more will follow until I obtain all I desire. This whole mess wasn't enough for you? If the last summoning had been enough, I wouldn't have had to bring you here. You're after a more powerful demon. Sheeple's crystal wasn't enough to summon it, so you needed mine instead. Smart girl. I like that. But your crystal was too clean, too pure. So I made sure you would obtain shards and acclimate yourself to demonic power.
I'm pretty acclimated to demonic power. I think I got like 80% of shards.
Then Gremory could
Classic
possess you
evil atheist
after
trope.
The battle with Jubal had worn you down. If Zangetsu hadn't betrayed me, doing the right thing isn't a betrayal.
Also, these glasses are just choice for this scene.
You know what? I never expected to be put in a corner like this. You leave me no choice but to play my final card.
That's not a card.
I will use my crystal and the Libelo Gaiath to summon Baal, the ultimate demon. Do you realize what will happen to you? Do you? You don't. So I'll tell you. There's a reason Jubal survived 10 years ago. What does he have to do with this? It was in his blood. An exorcist, like me. Our blood suppressed the crystal corruption and effectively spared his life.
Okay.
And now I have surpassed him. I command the crystal through Enochian script. No demon is too powerful for me to summon.
I also
even
think
if
you
I
appear to
cannot
be a
keep
glass
it
bottle of
forever.
blood.
But the process is slow, because I can see the summoning isn't complete.
Yeah, with these special specs.
Do you really think you can stop me before then?
I'm really hoping.
Oh yes, I do. You don't understand what power is for. You wield it stupidly, arrogantly, and now you will pay the price.
Whoa! Right into it. She got 5,000 health. Whoop. She is not a threat. Ow. Okay, she keeps slightly hitting me.
Rigastoraima.
Whoa, whoa, fuck!
Tisrosine.
Well, this is apparently light power. Because I know that one from Tips Rave, my favorite. Ah, stop hitting me! There we go. Done.
No choice. Baal, I summon thee to my side.
Could we not say we did? Oh, he's a big boy. Ah, ah, ah! I've got 8,000 health. Good God, why? Ah! Alright, I might need to heal a little bit. I don't have a lot of... What do I have for food? I have an apple risotto, a couple of chicken casseroles, some fried fish. We're fine. Can't fight demons when you're hungry. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Oh, wait. Ah! I will not repent. So this cat head sucks. Oh, we killed the cat head. This is gonna be it. Okay. I got an achievement, dethroned. Hey. Well, that was easy.
She could have done so much good, but...
I know.
Wait. The Liber Logaia.
The book that started it all. What are you going to do with it?
The same thing the Master was trying to do. Before he died, he inscribed Enochian letters onto each of the castle's structural weaknesses. Now, I will use the book to perform a rite here at the heart of the castle. The rite will activate the Enochian script and send the castle and demons back from whence they came.
So that's what Alfred was trying to accomplish.
We need to begin. Stand back, Miriam.
So just, like, sniffing the air, I think I do smell charred wood, like a campfire. There might actually be a fire happening right now. Like, I haven't heard firefighters on my floor. Also, wait, did the town briefly turn red there?
without sacrifice. Jeeble, Alfred, Zangetsu.
Jeebel's fate was already sealed. There was nothing you could have done. And the Master and Zangetsu made their own choices. They fought gladly and proudly for what they believed in. Lives like theirs deserve to be celebrated.
True. And demons still remain in this world. We can grieve later. After finishing the last of them off.
That reminds me. The Master took note of how I was forestalling your corruption and suggested some improvements.
That'd be nice.
I think I might be able to stop the crystal from overtaking you permanently.
Ooh.
Really?
I can't make any promises, but yes, I think.
Well, thank you, Johannes.
Just casual.
Come on, let's go home.
All right.
Hey, I'll take it. Well, there's the alarm off, just in time. There's definitely a smoky smell. Again, like campfire smoke. A little under 30 hours. Oh, I'll take it. And only 45 or 47 minutes today because of the help. Memories. Getting my ass handed to me by so much stuff. But yeah, overall, did definitely enjoy the game. Is it my kind of game? Yes and no. I like the RPG aspects. I like leveling up. I like aspects of like the crafting and things, like feeling like I'm earning better equipment, but like it's one of those things where I think it almost went too far in that direction, especially when I had like an entire day of just grinding, like just I want gold, I guess I'll get gold, without like a solid method to do so. Like comparing to other Metroidvanias I do enjoy, like Shantae, it's very thing, and you find X of thing, and they're more of a collectible hiding around, where this, I found like 5 different Plunderer's Rings while I was just breaking walls randomly looking for shit. And don't get me wrong, I like the idea of all of that stuff, you know, scattered about, but it felt like a little much. I don't know, maybe I just prefer games on a smaller scale. Could be me too. Oh. I definitely had like a high of very much enjoying the game, like a nice bell curve. So, like the beginning was really rough, then like middle late-ish, when I started like actually feeling like I could fight things, it was good. And then I think near the end, just with all the grind for just trying to get equipment, because I just felt so under-equipped, just went right back down again to like a happy neutral. Oh. Solid 8 out of 10. I mean, I also didn't find, like, all of the secret stuff either. There's, like, hidden demons all over the place. I think there's a lot to explore in the game that I'm not quite in a position to explore. Like, maybe I'll come back to this game on my own, or, like, as a chill figure stuff out. But overall, I think it's a game that's good, but not good enough to go back to for me. For me. That doesn't mean other people wouldn't. I think it's like my main criticism of it, honestly. Just a little too much grind for getting to a point where I felt I was ready for the end of the game. And even then, like, there were like 10 different swords I was like, I want to make this because I want to get it, but the grind to get to them was obscene, and with what I had, that was how easy the final boss was. Just eat a bit of food halfway through. Because, I mean, I hit the point... How many of the yellow shards did I finish? I finished, like, most of the damage ones, except for a couple of the elemental ones. So, like, half the time, I was just resisting damage completely. Seemed a little OP for the end, yeah. And that's the thing, is, like, I wasn't even close to where maximum OP could be, because there were better weapons. There were better suits of armor. I never even found a single piece of cashmere, which is probably just one of the very rare drops from demons I never saw, because there's so much I didn't see. And there's probably more stuff like that dude on the train, or like the crown DLC that led me to that pixelated area. There's more to find in this game, and it is more to find that is probably fun. But at this point, I think it was, like I said, too much of, like, the grinding aspect of it. And maybe, like, I've heard that that is something of the type for the Castle or Symphony of the Night style game. But, oh. Honestly, I mean, I just praised the crafting. I think if you removed the crafting and just had, like, weapons or food, and it was a matter of just finding them from certain enemies, I think that would have been better than, like... Why can't I buy apples? Is, like, a very simple question. Like, maybe if I found it for the first time, then was able to buy it, it would be nice, but, like, dragon eggs, I needed them, like, 10 different times. So I'm sitting there grinding the dragon, trying to get, like, 5 or 6, because I want to feed myself for the food bit, and I want to feed her for the quest, and it's just, like, so much. I mean, like, there's... To compare games that I generally speak very highly of, when it comes to Zelda, I didn't so much mind upgrading the armor in Breath of the Wild. Like, it was something that I enjoyed, and it was, like, looking for that specific thing I need, but it was never obtuse for what had it. Like, apples were a random harpy, and just like, okay, how would you ever figure that out, short of, again, going through each individual entry, and then reading through, I haven't gotten this yet, go beat it up for a while, and some of them are like 0.5% drops, so it could be literally anything. There was no... I think there was a little bit of rhyme and reason, like the harpies in general had the lemon, so they did have other fruit. I think some of them had tomatoes as well, so like, they had a generalized bit of fruit, but so did like the rock star, who had the strawberries, and the bird had strawberries too. There's a little bit... It seems obtuse, and it's to the point where it would be nice... Like, I mean, I'm at the point in the game where technically I have the increased shard drop ring, I have the increased item drop ring, I have pickpocket to potentially steal stuff. Like, I had so much stuff to technically make it that much easier, and it was not happening. Like, what was there, 2 or 3 streams of just me killing enemies over and over again, where it was like 2 or 3 different enemies, where it's like, I got that one. Or like, the blood bugs, which thankfully I had someone who knew the game well enough just to ask the question of like, how, like, they're not showing up, did I do something wrong? And they were like, no, they're attracted by blood. It's like, oh, that would be nice to like be in their monster entry or something, like as a hint. And I don't remember, the part most I remember about monster entries is like drops, what their shard is, 3D model. There might be a description in there, but I don't recall one. But then again, there's so much to the games, so to speak. There's also apparently ways to get or unlock more books, which I did. I got up to 3 books, but apparently at some point you can just take them all out. And that, you know, I never even thought to go back to them. I had the 2 books that worked for me. I don't know, there's a lot of obtuse, like, or yellow shards when you max them out, them becoming permanent. Like, there's so much to the game that I wouldn't know if I hadn't asked people, or I hadn't gotten hints, essentially. And it's one of those things that makes it good for, like, school playground, so to speak, where you're like, oh man, I found this the other day, or like, you know, oh, I finally upgraded this to max and it did this. Like, it's a good school playground book or game in that regard, but much like Zelda 1, like, if you don't know where stuff is, Oh, thank you. If you don't know where stuff is, you just don't know where stuff is. And that's troublesome to a game in this day and age, I guess. Oh. I say we respect the credits in this house. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely give it more positive aspects than I give it negative aspects. I think I'm hyper focusing on the negative aspects that I experienced with the game, which was the grinding, which was the feeling stuck a lot or wandering a lot. Or even just that I got Detective's Eye. Like, I had the fairy on the whole time, and she, like, will sometimes point out it, but she takes so long to do it, and then I get Detective Eye, and it's like, okay, cool, just hug the wall. I don't know. Like I said, liked the game, 8 out of 10. Aspects I didn't like. Like, lose a point for the convolution of the crafting system. Lose a point for some of the obscure shit, like needing to buy a circlet to unlock the other circlet recipes with zero hint towards that, and with so much other stuff being found by, oh, I found a recipe book somewhere. Like, it's... Aw, Rocky. It was one of the dog ones. Yeah. Are we cool yet? Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad spending 10 minutes ripping this game apart over the course of the credits, but like, just the final thoughts on it, I guess. I would have liked to have gotten, you know, some of the most powerful swords. I'd have liked to have just been able to do combos with my other controller, like when I put in my new controller, which is a praise to my controller compared to an old Xbox 360 controller, and then their atrocious D-pad. You like hearing my thoughts, good and bad? Thank you. Yeah, like, having combos on weapons is a cool concept that I like, that I didn't get to partake of in the game because my controller could not do it. Now that I have a controller that does it, that almost felt like I felt robbed of part of the experience of this game, that I couldn't do these things. Like, I managed to get like a couple of guards off and stuff for a couple of the weapons, and I used them very frequently when I could, but it became something that was so, I just cannot physically accomplish this, that I stopped. And because I stopped, when I finally did get, you know, a controller that actually works with it, it became a matter of like, I want to do this, but I am too deep into this experience. Because, like, by the time I got it, Gremory's dead. Or was dead. Or did I kill Gremory with the new controller? I don't remember. I'm like right about Gremory, which is like the end of the game. And just starting to do combos is like, yeah, it's way too late for me to do this. If I had done it throughout the game, I think it would have been better. It might have even, like, fixed the problem of me feeling underpowerful in certain situations. Because I'd have been able to do, you know, some interesting shit. Some of them were very powerful moves. The counters were spicy. But, yeah, not being able to, like I said, maybe contributed to feeling inadequate at certain points in the game. Might have fixed, like, needing to feel like a grind. But then I would have accomplished so much less in the game if that was the case too. So, like, there's a double-edged sword to it. Every time I found something interesting, I enjoyed myself. Every time it felt like I was doing nothing for 2 hours, I wanted to just put the game down for the day. Which, it's good to have exit points on a game, but like I said, I never got best sword, because there was the one that was mixing Durandal with Orichalcum needed blades and other shit to upgrade it to an even better weapon. And I was like, I wanted it, but probably would have been another 10 hours to get it at the rate that I was going. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm happy that it's done. I definitely, like I said, I enjoyed myself. I almost would have had more fun not feeling like I had to grind at the end and coming into that final battle less powerful. Like, if it had actually been a decent challenge instead of me just smacking shit. But I also wanted to hit a point that I could fight the Carpenter, and I couldn't fight him until I was, like, roughly where I am now. Granted, I guess he's a secret boss, so maybe I should have just fought him afterwards. I don't know. It seems like there is both a post-game and not a post-game, because there's all these secret bosses. You got the Belmont one, you got the Carpenter, you got the slot machine, which I fought all of them. It feels like, I don't know. Maybe that's not even the truth. Maybe there's a better end to the game based on having other shit. Oh, so much more shit. I can see the credits again. Bonus game modes. We got Boss Rush. We got Speed Run, Randomizer, Boss Revenge. And Classic. I go here. 95.5% clear normal mode. That was the other thing, is like it locked me to normal mode. I'm normally the one who wants to play hard on a lot of these games. But yeah. Let's resume the save video just to check our stuff before we go. So in terms of the archives, we had 70% of items, 73% of supplies, 90% of materials, not even 50% of weapons. 90% of accessories is, I think, our best one here. 96% of demon scene, 92% of shards. Quest was the only thing was 100%, which because I wasn't finishing the game with that 100% of quest done. But let's go like demons. What were we missing? There is apparently a post-bail secret boss of some variety. At least if these are in order. There's no shard on either of them. I'd imagine no drops on either of them either. A lot of them are 1-point bosses, and then there's like 4 other question marks that I just never ran into. So I'd imagine there's a secret area of the game that contains those, because otherwise, yeah, I killed everything, had most of the shards. It was just this last kind of section of the game where I petered out. Yeah, right around the giant area. And yeah, there's just 4 demons that I didn't see. And 1 boss. Yeah, well, maybe, like I said, maybe I'll come back to it on my own time and try to find stuff, try to upgrade things, but as it stands, that's it. That's the end of Bloodstained. It's over. And, next time, I gotta finish Hard Awakening, but then Hat in Time.